Every overnight success you admire took 7 to 10 years of daily, unglamorous work that nobody saw. The silver bullet that you're looking for doesn't exist, and believing in it is the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. What if I told you that your impatience is costing you millions in future revenues? You scroll through social media seeing instant transformations, 6-figure launches, and viral breakthroughs. So you believe that that's how business works. But Harvard Business School tracked over 2,400 companies and found that 80% of them enduring success stories followed the same pattern: small, consistent improvements over 5 years with 0 viral movements. Your business isn't failing because you haven't found the hack. It's stalling because you won't commit to the process. If you keep hopping from strategy to strategy, looking for the one thing that finally works, you'll still be searching 10 years from now with nothing built. The silver bullet mentally just wastes time. It prevents you from developing the discipline that creates actual wealth. But embrace incremental progress. Commit to improving one thing each week for 52 weeks, and you'll transform your business beyond recognition while everyone else is still shopping for shortcuts. I can't tell you how many times I go to a conference or sit down with a new client and they're looking for the hack, the way to go viral, the thing that needs to be done, the Pareto principle. What's the 20% that will give me 80%? And most of the time, I had to tell them it's consistency. I had the privilege and honor of spending many years in this space. And the people in this space who do the best are the ones that have been at it and constantly hack at what's going on. I use Robin Sharma a lot in this sort of situation. He wrote his first book and went to a bunch of authors meetings, and instead of going ahead and just trying a couple of times, he tried over and over and over again. In fact, at one point, he actually printed up the book and wore it as a name tag in front of him. That's the kind of dedication to consistency. And I'll also tell you what else he does. He's dedicated to writing. His writing style is deep and thoughtful and philosophical, and he's been working at it his entire life. It's fascinating to watch these people that pop up for a minute, the flashes in the pan, who get 1 or 2 good things. Yeah. In behind the scenes of these people as well, where they get this opportunity to go on X and do Y and see Z, and all of a sudden they don't have anything in the background, or they don't have the chops to be able to do it. They get the opportunity from some sort of fluke and they're not ready. They're not ready because they may not have something to give, or they may not have a good, clear understanding of their subject, or they may not have a progression of what to do next. All of which allows them to get on and shine for one brief shining moment and then disappear. It reminds me of matches. They burst into flame for a minute and then die, opposed to a fire which you start, and the first part of this fire, you don't see anything. You see just a little smoke, and then a little more smoke, and you keep assuming there's fire in there, so you put some more on there and you keep giving it oxygen, and all of a sudden you see a little bit of a flame, and you keep feeding it slowly though. You feed it slowly. Don't dump all the wood on it because you're going to smother it. And then it starts to burst into flame and it stays. And then you add wood on top of that, and the more wood you add, the greater the flame is, because you've built a base that exists. One of my dear friends, who is the father of my godson, always is looking for the shortcut and is spending their entire life looking for the fastest, best way, the cheapest thing, where occasionally he would have to say, I need to go do this. I need to go do this now. But instead, he's trying to figure out the best hack and the best way of doing it, spend his entire life trying to get that done, trying to look for that magic bullet, chasing that next thing. It's my theories on SEO, and that we're always chasing something. We always want the fast win, want the big numbers and things like that. But over the time, the companies I've worked with, the people I've met, the companies who've made the millions of dollars, didn't look for a hack. In fact, didn't look for it at all. They did and got good 2 or 3 things consistently. They weren't good at it at the beginning, but consistently putting this out, putting this information out on a regular basis, putting these videos out. I'm not good at video and I'm working on it. You can see all sorts of mistakes as we do, but we're getting better every time we do it. One of the things is I can't read a script, so I just have to look at you and talk. So a lot of this is I think about it ahead of time, and then I spend time with you, talking to you about what's going to be good. Not all of these are going to be great. Not all of these are going to go viral. Some of them may not be watched by anyone other than my direct family, but I'm getting better at it. If it's getting my ideas clearer and it's getting my thoughts in a way that makes a difference. So this consistent, repetitive work gains value and gets me better at what I'm doing. So every time I could spend more time with you, offer you some ideas and give you some insights as to what I've seen. And the key to almost anything is truly consistency over a period of time. Imagine, if you will, for the next year, the next 3 months, come up with 3 things that you could change or learn. We've talked about this in many videos. But what is the 1 or 2 things that you could change every week to make yourself better? I will guarantee they compound. I will guarantee they get better. Hence the reason I'm doing this. I'm doing all sorts of experimentation because I know there are things that are going to come up. One of them just came up, where we're taking these videos and transcribing them and then having a ghostwriter create these into books. And these books now are another asset that I have. And since I own them, they become something else that I can give away, helping people understand my ideas and how they can get better. What's the thing that you would like to change this week? Nothing great or monumental, something simple that can show change, can show you've done it, and gives you the ability to step up and say, yeah, I got that done. Let me see what else I can do. Put it in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode on the Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Ventured Gain.